championship or gold medal?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, girl.
Jesus.
After free agency, I know a lot of people predicted a Vegas-New York Finals series, and that's thankfully exactly what we got. So how do you feel like this rivalry is going to help bring new fans to the game, as the league continues to gain in popularity?
Oh man, it's going to be huge. Just to see the growth in the game as a whole, leading up to this point, has truly been pretty cool to see. Obviously, everyone says the script was right. The script got everything right, and now we're here with the finals that everyone wanted. But I think it's going to be elite basketball that people have to respect, because if you're a fan of the game, you're going to have to respect elite basketball, and I think that's what you're going to see in this series. And just a ton of fun. We've worked so hard, countless hours getting up to this point to be able to play, to be the last two. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's so cool to see new fans kind of just come aboard, but also love what we do. So I love what I do. So if I can share that to others, it's truly special.
I personally, whenever somebody talks about dynasties, people always throw out, they have this many wins, but I feel like a lot more goes into that than just wins. So I'm curious for you, how many championships do you think a team needs to win to be considered a dynasty?
Man, I would say, I want to
Trick
say,
question.
yeah, like 3, 4 plus. I would say, yeah. Say now you're cooking. Like now you're starting to do something and you build a culture. I think a lot of people try to pull us in to say legendary or dynasty and this, that. And I'm like, that is great. And thank you so much for putting that on us. But we only won one thing. Like we haven't won a lot of much of anything. We do have our one, and that's my baby. That's my first. I love it to death. But we got to do a lot more winning in order to be in the categories that they were trying to put us in. So I would say 3 or 4 have to be kind of the number that I'm like, all right, now we kind of creeping into places.
Solid, right. I'm curious too, also in your opinion, who do you feel like is the greatest of all time in the WNBA? It's like an age-old question, but people love hearing it. So who is your GOAT of the WNBA and why?
Man, that is such a hard question. I would honestly just say Candace Parker, not because she's my teammate, but because she's probably the one, because I'm kind of the same age as the league. So like I really didn't watch like the early years. It was more so as I got older, I started seeing obviously Candace do her thing. And I think we have not seen a player like Candace in this league ever. When you're talking about somebody that has won MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same year, like that's GOAT status to me, because it's like, excuse me, that literally means no one couldn't figure you out for a whole year and you were new to the game. So I would say Candace Parker's definitely GOATed because she does everything. Her basketball IQ is off the chart. She passed, she scores on all 3 levels, and like she has changed the game, especially for people like me. Like when you see a young girl that looks like Candace, a young Black girl, we're saying our role model is Candace because she was the one that really looked like us, that we could be like, oh no, I want to do that. So yeah, Candace got to be.
I love it. No, and also got to talk to you about drip. So who is the best overall drip in the WNBA? Because I see some of y'all's photos in the tunnel. I'm like, ooh, I don't even know what some of this stuff is, but it's fire. So best drip in the WNBA. I need you to like top two girls.
Ooh, top 2. Number 1 has to be Diamond DeShields. I don't know if she played this year. She didn't play a lot this year. That's my girl. D got her hands down. Diamond, she could put on anything. Like I feel like that's what's drip. Like you can literally wear anything and still get it off. Coming in at second, that's a turn. That's a tie. Sometimes I put myself, because sometimes I kind of put something on. I feel like
talk that. I love it.
I threw myself. I have an amazing stylist, Amadi Brooke. She did her thing this year. Like she really kind of captured everything, because I like the 90s look. I like just the hip look. So she really kind of captured that and bottled it up for me. So yeah, I'll give myself a little prop. I'll give Madi props.
Get you number 2. Okay, bet. One of the best to ever do it, Tom Brady acquired an ownership interest in your team, which I'm sure had you hyped too. Your teammate Kelsey Plum, she was super excited. Hopefully she didn't bark at him again. But what person, if could be any person, would you get or would get you acting like Kelsey if you found out they'd acquired a piece of your team, like get you so crazy hyped? Who would that be? Beyonce. I love how quick that answer was.
I am screaming at the top of my lungs. Like they might have to put me in a hospital because I'm a pass out.
What's up, Beyonce? Every game.
Beyonce, hands down.
All right, Beyonce. Before we let you go, though, got to do a fun game we do on the show, like a pick'em. So I'm going to give you two options. You got to pick which one. Now, this first one's going to be easy. I can already tell. I can guess which one you're going to pick. Beyonce or Mary J. Blige? Beyonce. All right. Nevada or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
LeBron or Jordan?
I'm a Bron, girl. I grew up in that era, so yeah, Bron.
All right. Tamika Catchings or Diana Taurasi?
This is hard. I'm a good team because I literally played against her. Like, I'm playing against her. She's been my team.
You got to. All right, last one. Championship or gold medal?
Oh,
Yeah, girl.
Jesus. I would go championship because you really get to have a parade and you can really bring the city out and together. Gold medal's cool, but it's like you really can't have a parade for gold medals. Like championship is like, oh, the whole city's coming out, like everybody knows. So
Right.
yeah.
Popping bottle of celebration. Okay.
Hey sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.